So, Amanda, can you tell me more about what brings you in here today?
Well, I've been having a lot of problems being a full-time student and a full-time worker and getting married in September. I feel like there's a lot on my plate and I just don't know how to manage all of it in the correct amount of time.
Well, that seems like it could be very stressful. Can you give me an example of something that maybe happened recently within this past week that was like that?
Definitely. I can give you an example. On Tuesday I had a paper due and I had 3 hours before the class. So the 2 weeks before it, I got the assignment and I kept doing little pieces of it, but I kept saving it for that 3 hour before the class because I knew I would have enough time to finish the paper. So I just kept getting distracted and I do like a little bit of it and then I would go on the internet and play around and be distracted.
So how did you feel afterwards, after the paper, because the internet was distracting you?
Well, I definitely think it was a huge problem because I just felt like it was never really complete, and that I felt so rushed. And because I waited last minute, the printer completely stopped working, and it just really sucked because it was the first time I've ever done this this semester. That's why I'm coming in here to see you. I've never had so many distractions before. And I just felt like a really big anxiety and stress over it, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it.
Okay. It sounds like you're having trouble lining up your priorities between work and the wedding and school, and this causes you anxiety. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like this is a major problem for you?
Well, yeah, I mean, again, this is the first time I've ever dealt with it, so that's why I'm coming to see you. I'm always pretty good with academic-wise, and this is the first time with the whole wedding that I've had so many distractions. So I really feel like it's a problem because I don't want my grades to slack and prevent me from graduating in May.
Have you ever tried to do something before to try to correct your time management problems?
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I get in trouble because if I complete like a page of it, then I'll say it's okay to go check my email because I did at least a little bit of it. And then I get an email and I'll spend like 3 more hours on the internet just emailing or doing eBay or something like that.
Okay. And how do you, I mean, that's a really good start, but how do you feel after you've spent all that time on the internet?
Well, I get really angry at myself for not allowing enough time to do my paper, and I focus more on things that doesn't matter at the time. So I get very angry at myself.
Okay, well, I like the idea that you're already using a reward system. That's really good. But do you think there's a way that you could monitor the time that you're spending on the internet as your reward, or maybe use a different reward like food or dessert or something?
Well, I definitely don't think I'd be able to monitor my internet thing. I feel like it's a really big problem with the whole wedding and everything. I feel like I would probably choose more of a food or a dessert. In this case, I'm a big softie for like chocolate, and I've been trying to cut it out of my diet a little bit, so I think that'd probably be the best reward since having it just every so often would probably be better for me health-wise too. So I'd like to use maybe chocolate or something.
Okay, well, do you think it's reasonable that maybe after every time you finish a paper on time that you and your fiance or your friend or whatever can go out and have a dessert?
Oh yeah, definitely. Again, we love to go out, so I think just giving it more emotion, give it more something for my fiance to want to help me with as well. I'm sure he'd love to have dessert, so I think that'd be perfect.
And every time you finish a paper, do you think you could journal about it, about how you feel about it, maybe if it's still giving you anxiety or if it's better now?
Yeah, I think so. In this semester, I only have a few papers, about one every couple weeks, so it won't be too much to ask to journal since I'm so busy with my schedule. So I think that would be perfect.
Well, I'm really impressed by how you use the reward system, and I think we probably only need about 3 more sessions to make sure that this is working for you, and maybe to tackle some other areas of the time management issue. But I think you'll do pretty well. Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely. 3 sessions doesn't sound like much at all. I can definitely do that.
Okay. All right then. I'll see you later.
Okay. Thank you.